Hi everybody, my name is Sergio Mastronardi. I'm the co-founder and CTO of Gtechna, and today we will be talking about the Internet of Things. The Internet of Things is a new buzzword in the market. Being in the parking industry for over 25 years, this plate I have over here, this tie plate I have, was purchased in New Orleans at the IPI show. I'm so proud to wear it and see that the plate is part of the IoT, Internet of Things. Before I go into details of Internet of Things, we need to make sure we understand what a parking right is. A parking right for me and many others is a parking receipt. Now, if the parking receipt does not get digitized into electronic record on the cloud, then the Internet of Things will not make it happen. We need the parking right to be digital for it to be compatible with the Internet of Things. Equipment is essential to be part of the Internet of Things. Meters, for example, are a primary source to generate a parking right. That parking right is digitized. Once digitized, it gets saved onto the cloud, the parking right repository. Another piece of equipment that's very important to the solution is these sensors. You've seen sensors, you've seen them installed in parking lots, you've seen them installed in city off streets, on streets. That sensor is very, very important to identify if the vehicle is parked, if it left, and when it left. That data gets converted into digital data and transmitted to the cloud. The third piece of equipment, referred to as the camera, either be a fixed LPR or a vehicle LPR or a handheld LPR, will be able to identify the plate, will be able to digitize that information, and also send it to the cloud. All these pieces of equipment are needed to complete the Internet of Things integration. Data consolidation of all the digitized data that came from all these three pieces of equipment, the meter, the sensors, the camera, will allow us to do proper enforcement. Our goal is not to issue tickets. It's about making sure the parker is compliant. What is compliant? We want customers to pay for their parking. Once they pay, that's compliancy. Once they don't pay, they're not compliant, therefore we have to issue a ticket. Verifying that plate against all the data, the sensors and the cameras and the meter transactions and the pay by phone allows us to connect all these dots and accurately produce a ticket without any mistakes. The Internet of Things connects the dots, and Gtechna Parking Right is part of that solution. We talked about compliancy. Today, software companies, hardware companies save data in their own cloud. The integration between companies are not efficiently done, and it's a mess out there. Our job is to grab all this data, connect all the data, save all the data, and make it intelligent and compliant. How can we use compliancy to educate the parkers to pay for parking? We don't want to issue more tickets. We want to measure compliancy by counting how many times plates were checked by the officers. That's a great KPI to implement, and it's been very successful in cities like Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. The Internet of Things is a big buzzword. Many people don't know how to make it work. We were able to connect the data, make the data used for enforcement, and provide valid tickets by officers. Please call us or visit our website to understand how the Internet of Things enforcement will work best with your solution.